Hey, what's up, guys? I'm back for the deck profile here. So I've been waiting to post this list for a little while. I want to get it to where I want it to go, and it's just very good. There's no like combo video here, but I'm going to show you little tips and tricks. And so, but yeah, dude, without it's Trap BA. Pure Burning Abyss. This is like one of my favorite decks back in the day. I played in like the was that Duelist Alliance format, 2014, I think. Yeah. I played BA. And, yeah, Burning Abyss during the shit all Necros, or maybe it was before Necros Cleave. I don't fucking remember. Either way, here you go. And I'll show you some tips and tricks like I talked about. All right. So for the main deck, 3 main decks. Playing 3 graph. I think this is the best one. I think when I posted. Whoa. When I posted the Burning Abyss list I had before that was Phantom Knight. This is just pure BA, Trap BA. I was only playing 2 of these, but this is this card. You always want to see this card in this list. You can pan back down here, man. I'm only playing 2 Seers. I think 2 Seers is completely fine, even though I waited for this card to come back to 3 for fucking 5 million years. That's just where it was most consistent at, was 2. So. Then I'm playing 2 Farfa. Card's very good. You don't want to play 3 of it though. 1 Limbic. I actually kind of wanted to play more Limbics, but I decided to keep it to. I'm playing 42 cards, and I wanted to keep it that way because I added 2 cards at the end. It was 40. I added 2 more cards. And then I am playing Triple Scarm. This is a card I considered cutting one of for the second Libic, but Scarm's just very good. Like, it kind of keeps you in the game with how this deck works. This deck's actually very good going first and second for a trap deck. And obviously 3 Rhino. Rhino's just fucking good. So there's that. And then 3 Starfoil Tour Guides because I haven't bought Secrets yet or Ultis. This card's obviously just insane. I don't really have to say anything about this. And then the 1 Backjacker. So thanks for that, dude. So this card's very, very good. It's just I would only ever play a 1 of it. I think 1 of it is completely fine because you can recycle it or reuse it in certain manners. Yeah, so I'm gonna go into a couple honorable mentions at the end of this, but I think 1 Backjack is completely fine because you don't want to see multiples of it. Like, even if you draw the 1 of it's fine. Like, normally you send it off of Beatrice or whatever. And then this was the 41st and 42nd card was the Necroworld Banshee and the Zombie World. This card just completely blows certain matchups out. Like, obviously Beatrice can send this, which will get this, but if you hard draw this sometimes, you can just discard it for like the Dynamiscus or whatever, and then activate the Zombie World, and then your opponent just can't play. So, because it's like, like Tri-Brigades, Dragon Link, like, there's so many decks that, like, even Virtual World to a certain extent with like their graveyard effects or whatever, but and this is all traps. I only play 1 spell and it's a Zombie World, so I'm only playing 1 trap trick. I was playing 2. I just didn't want to see it more than once because I'm playing so many traps. So, and then 3 of the Fiend Griefing. This card is just ridiculous. I don't even think I have to say anything about this. Obviously, this sends Backjack as well. So. And then 3 Torrential. And I'm actually playing 3 Needle Sealing. So, like, I want to keep the board wipes to a max. Because going second, these cards are still just very good. Like, you can pin back down here, man. I just think these cards just keep you in the game going first or second. Like, even if you do lose the die roll, which does happen, it's just completely fine. So, with how many of those you play. And then, obviously, like, the 3 Strike. This card also is just very good going second, to be honest. Like, obviously, I'm insanely good going first, but... and then 3 Dynamiscus. Also, fun fact about this card, you can discard and target your own card and banish it. So I was considering playing like Imperial Order and like some more Floodgate cards, like something like that, in case I wanted to clear out the back row so I could special a BA from hand if I didn't draw like Tour Guide or something. You can banish your own things with it. So obviously, if you activate another trap, this can't come back from graveyard. And then 3 Ice Dragon's Prison. The Mega Pack ones just look fucking amazing. So card's very good. And Also, 3 imperms. That's the only hand trap I'm playing. Also, the super rares from the Cyber Structure deck also just look very good. I didn't get open any of the misprint stuff from the Cyber Daring Structure deck. So, and then for the extra deck, get this up real quick. All right, and then so Purple Dante. I think I put this in here because I had a 15 slot open. And I was just like, oh, dude, I'll play this. And a lot of people just assume you're not playing this when you end on Beatrice, which is kind of wild. Like, they'll just out the Beatrice, and then this will come out, and they'll be like, what's up with that? And then this card's nuts. Like, if you just want to play Trap BA, play this exact list, and let me know if you enjoyed it, because I really did. This card is probably my favorite card in the extra deck outside of regular Dante and Beatrice. So, obviously the one Gravity Control. This card doesn't come up too much. I don't have a lot to say about it, but it does trigger the Dante, so. And then, yeah, you can pan down here, babe. Link 2s, the Cherubini, the IP, and the Phoenix. This is all just very standard. Then for Link 3s, the Collector's Rare Unicorn, obviously, and then the Trisbania. So, the one thing about the Trisbania, too, is what's kind of cool about this card, if you're playing against more back row decks, so like, I'll show you this at the end, but one Trisbania, and then for the Link Force, it's just the Boral Sword and the access code. I don't play Appaloosa. I haven't ran into a scenario where I needed Appaloosa, because usually in trap decks you just don't need monster negation because the traps deal with it for you. So I'm gonna go through these last, and then obviously the one Beatrice. Obviously playing double Dante. I think double Dante is just very good. Also, one thing I want to note too that I don't play was the Dogmatic of Punishment. You can send Dante from your extra deck to Papa Dude, and then add back with Dante. So. And then I'm playing the one Nightmare Shark. I think this card's very good. Just on summon, attaches a water monster to your hand, from your hand to it. You can detach one, it can attack directly, so it's kind of like their Zodiac Warbow. And then you can make Zeus over top, it'll still have 2 Intruders. I'm not playing Downer, as you noticed. I'm not a huge fan of Downer. And then I'm playing 2 Zeus. I think 2 Zeus is kind of just the, because you usually want 1 for this, and 1 for the other Dante. So I thought that was kind of just how the cookie crumbles. Before I show you the honorable mentions, this was like one of my favorite plays for like against back row decks. Was like you'll end on the let's say this is your board or whatever, however maybe. They'll like play into this or whatever if they're playing trap decks and then like the end phase or whatever. You can detach one from this. And then chain, so it'd be Chainlink 1 IP, Chainlink 2 Beatrice, detach, sending the Seer, send the Seer, and then these will link off into the Trisbania, and then the Seer will activate and resummon the Dante here, and then wipe their back row. So it's just kind of a very nice, burn them too. But just very nice little niche interaction or whatever. And a couple cards that I had in the honorable mentions was the I'm not playing the Fortune Tune. The card just didn't come up for me. I really like this card though. This is what I put in the Nightmare Shark for. Get to this one last. And then the other BA cards, like I mentioned, too, Libic. Aelic's actually just very good too. I just decided not to play it. Also, with this deck too, a lot of the time when you're going second too, you slide out a lot of the cards, a lot of the traps that are very bad going second, like the Dynamiscus and stuff, for hand traps, just to keep in mind. And then I actually was playing this card, 2 Phoenix Wing Wind Blast. This card's actually just very good. It's a little bit better when you're siding and you go first. There's like a certain way that you can side, like you can side in Droll, and after they search and you Droll them, you can Wind Blast into their thing and put their monster back on top of the deck, so you know what they're drawing next turn, since they're not searching their deck or reshuffling it all, which is very nice. And then one thing I want to talk about too was I'm not playing up the Leviair. So the reason I like the Leviair is the 2 reasons. So the backjack, after you use the backjack, you can actually Leviair, bring it back, and then reuse it again. You know what I mean? Because this can be an IP, and then it puts the backjack back in graveyard. Or you can actually Leviair back the Necroworld Banshee, and then the Zombie World can't be targeted. So I just thought that was kind of cool. I don't play it in the main deck. It's something you can consider, though. But, yeah, guys, without further ado, thanks for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Cheers.